Hey guys, my name is Akin and welcome to BTech Guide. So you all know that yesterday I have released a video on Swiggy front-end developer test on React.js, and my name is Akin and welcome. Explain that one of the first question which is common for all is the num players program, and I have explained every in detail. And after that, I told that few questions on HTML and CSS. I will be giving that in next video. But most of the candidates have asked me to make a video on React app. So the question which they have given and the process of writing the code, how we need to approach them, and how we need to open the output window. So I will be explaining each and everything in this video. Okay, stay tuned till the end so that you will be getting a clear insights on how to write and how to run the test cases. Okay, so let us see the first question on React.js application development. So here we go. So React TypeScript BMI calculator. So this is the first program. So basically, two of our candidates have written the test, and first candidate got this BMI calculator question, and the second candidate have got the flipping the card question. So I will be explaining the flipping the card question in the next video. But in this video, I will be explaining the BMI calculator program and how we need to approach that. So here you see, so this is the output we need to get, like BMI calculator. So weight has been given, weight has to be entered by the user as well as that. So we need to select the metrics here, like unit as well as imperial. So there are different unit measurements that we need to select, and we need to click on calculate. Okay, so this is the window. So I will be explaining the project instructions too in the next picture. So if the user selects the measurements, then when he clicks on the calculate, you need to get the BMI as 24.6. So category normal weight. So this is how the output should look like. Okay, so that's it is. So what are the instructions? So here you go. So they are the read-only files. The following files are marked read-only. You can't edit these files. In the editor below, however, it is possible from the terminal. You must not modify or delete those files because doing so results in zero cases. So source of app.txt.txt, this is a file which you not to disturb, as well as there are few files which are in the lock position. That files you should not touch, or you should not delete or update any code. Okay, so let us see the structure. So file structure will be in this manner, like node modules will be already installed, and then public folder like HTML and manifest.json, and in the source you will be having like components, app css, app.js, app.test.tsx, index css, index.js, and everything common as a structure of React.js. Okay, so let us see the question which they have given, like BMI calculator. So using React and TypeScript, design a body mass index BMI calculator app. It should allow users to input their weight and height, then calculate and display the BMI. As simple as that, as we saw in the picture. So the app should work for both metric and imperial units. So these are the unit of measurements that will be we need to encounter them, and then define in unit type unit. So certain core React functions are already implemented. So most of the application is already implemented, but what we need to do is the logic building in the application. Okay, so the application has one component, BMI calculator / index.tsx, where all the functionality should be implemented. So that's the file we need to implement it. So let's see that later. Okay, the component must have the following functionality: allow users to input their weight and height, handle edge cases for weight, height input. If the input is negative, set it to 0. Okay, so if the input is negative, set it to 0. Allow users to switch between metric and imperial units. So that is a drop down, right? We need to allow the user to select any of those. The default value for the unit should be metric. The default value of weight should be empty string. The default value for I should be empty string. The default value for BMI should be minus. The default value for a category should be hyphen or minus. Okay, so if the units are metrics, weight should be in kgs, height should be in centimeters. BMI calculator should be using the formula BMI is equal to weight of kg by height of centimeters by 100 power 2. So that's the metrics formula. So let us see the imperial. So for the imperial, we need to see, so BMI should be calculated using the formula 703 into weight of weight lbs into height in inches power square. So that's the formula for BMI in imperial, as well as formula for metrics in BMI is weight by height centimeter into 100 divided by 100 per square. Okay, so let us see the ranges. Under which BMI less than 18.5, overweight, normal weight 18.5 less than or equal to BMI less than or equal to 24.9, overweight 25 less than or equal to BMI less than or equal to 29.9, and obesity BMI greater than 30. So BMI greater than 30 is called the obesity in this table. Okay, so attributes: BMI calculator, weight input, height input, unit selector, calculate button, BMI result, BMI category. So these are the attributes which we need to use when we encounter this kind of buttons, selector drop down. So there will be a tracking, like there will be having the tracking and inbuilt test cases to get the attributes from the namespace. Okay, so let us see the software installation. Git instructions, npm start, npm test, npm install. So npm start will be running the server, and you will be seeing the output in the next window beside the terminal, and then test will be testing the result, and npm install that you need to do before you start writing the code. Okay, so this is how the entire file look like component BMI calculator. We have two files, index.css and index.tsx, so which has the default code like import react usage from react, import index.css, type matrix or imperial, weight 0, height 0, const BMI react.fc is equal to these are called arrow functions, and then it is returning the HTML format. Now what we need to do, so here we need to implement the function below line number 9. So how we will be doing, like, let us see. So this is the end of the picture, I guess. Yeah, this is the end of the picture. Now let us see how we need to write the code. So I opened up JS kind of online compiler thing. So playcode.io. So I basically used to write JavaScript code. So let us remove that everything. And what we do now is just write the basic HTML code, not HTML, basic React code. So this they have given. So we just copy that everything. And one thing, I can't show you the output, but I can show the actual logic that you need to write in the file index.tsx file, which is in BMI calculator. Okay, so don't get confused where are the output and everything. Don't put it in the comment box section. Okay, so I will be explaining the code as well as the logic that we need to write to get the actual result and to pass every test case. Okay, so let us import. Hope you are able to see the code. Wait, okay, import. We need to import React as well as the use state from React, and then we need to have define the type is equal to type unit is equal to matrix as well as the imperial. So that's the thing in the picture, right? So here you can see import React and import CSS. That's not an issue, but basically as it is in the picture, we don't need to write, just we write the functionality. So unit type is fixed, const weight and const height is equal to 0. Let us write that and press the result. Okay, const const weight equal to 0, const height equal to 0. So now let us write the function called const BMI calculator is to react.fc, and then we have the anchor arrow functions where we need to write the entire code here. So before we do, so what we need to do, we need to set the use state functions, right? So const for unit we'll be setting like unit comma set unit. Don't worry about the error logs, right? Because we don't have the entire component as well as the entire source code. Just be with me till the end. Okay, so use state, we need to pass the unit like we are passing the unit matrix, right? So which is a matrix thing, media results. Okay, then we need to write for the weight as well as the height. Okay, const WGST sorry set weight is equal to use state of string, which is a string, right? So basically they have given that we need to use the empty strings. So just give that in the empty string and close the bracket. Then we need to write for the height also. Set height comma set height is equal to use state string, which is a empty string. Okay, all set. So till now, so now what we need to set the BMI as well as the category. So we have two fields that when a user clicks on the, so what are the output things we need to do? So we need to print the BMI as well as we need to print the category, right? So for that we'll be using the triggers called use state only. So we'll be defining it here. So const BMI comma set BMI. So when you know React only, you'll be able to understand what I'm writing. Okay. I also recently learned React. I'm not that much proficient, but mostly I will be doing it. Okay. No worries. So let us pass the hyphen and let us do it for the const set category and category. Category comma set category. Okay. So now use state which is should be a string enclosed within a hyphen. Check hyphen and then close. So okay, so we have done everything. Now what we need to do, we need to calculate the BMI metrics. So what is the entire weight and all what we do. So let us see the picture. So we need to get the BMI output, right? So for that, so they have given some they have given how to calculate the BMI. So if the unit is metrics, we need to use the formula like weight by height centimeters into 100 per square. Okay, and if the weight is imperial, we need to use the formula 703 into weight by height in per square. So that formula, let us do that here. Okay, let us create a function called const calculate BMI, which is an anchor tag. Sorry, not anchor, it's an arrow function. Let us close this and open the curly braces. So let calculate BMI is equal to BMI, which is we are defining the what we call something, we are defining the property kind of things. So which should typecast, not typecast, type. So calculate BMI should be a number. So let us define that. And next, what we do, what is the logic? If the unit double equal to metrics, metric, what we need to do, we need to calculate the height as well as the weight to get the BMI, right? So const weight in kg is equal to parse format float of weight. Okay, and for the height also, const height GST height in centimeters is equal to parse float of height. Sorry, height. Okay, so we have defined the height as well as the weight here. So we'll be getting from the user in case if we select the metrics. And now what we need to do, we need to calculate the BMI, right? So calculate BMI is equal to weight in kgs divided by height in centimeters. So let us open height in centimeters divided by 100, which should be a power of 2. So how did we get this formula? So we got this formula from the images that they are provided. Here you see height divided by height into height divided by 100 per square. So same here. So weight divided by height divided by 100 per square. Okay, so that's the thing we have done. So almost done. Now let us write the else case, which should be an imperial thing, right? So else, same, use this const weight in LBS is equal to parse float of weight. Okay, as well as const height in inches is equal to parse float of height. Okay, all set. Now what we need to do, we need to calculate the BMI as well as by using the formula. Calculate BMI is equal to 703 star weight in LBS divided by, and the formula is height in inches per 2. Okay, so this is the formula. So let us see the formula which they have given. So 70 into weight divided by height per centimeter. So that's the thing we have written, right? So as simple as that. Now what we need to do, we need to round up the BMI number to 2 digit places only, because in the picture you see, so 24.69, so which is a 2 digit format after the point value. So 69 that we need to print. So what we'll be doing, so after the if condition, we'll be rounding off. So round BMI is equal to, what we need to do, we will be getting the result in calculate BMI, right? So calculate BMI dot to fixed of, so how many portions we need to fix? To after dot we need to fix 2 portions. That's why we'll be fixing 2 portions. Once we got the calculate BMI value, what we need to do, we need to set the BMI value to the rounding off value. So now what we'll be doing, so set, okay, let me close this. So what is set BMI is like, it is a consider it is as an empty vessel. So we are filling the empty vessel with a round BMI value. Okay. Now, so everything is done. So we have calculated the BMI. Now after the calculation of BMI, what they have asked us to do is like, so you have calculated the BMI. Okay, Akhil. So what you are going to do with the category? So here you see. So if the calculated BMI is under less than 18.5, we have to print the under bit. If it is over between the 18.5 as well as 24.9, we need to show the normal bit. And if it is 25 less than or equal to BMI less than or equal to 29.9, we have to show the weight overweight. And if it is over than 30, we need to show that it is obesity. Okay, right? So for that, now we will be writing the conditions here. Okay, if calculate BMI less than 18.5, what we need to do? We need to set category as we already defined the MC vessel, right? So under WHEST, so under small weight, underweight. Okay, else if calculate BMI greater than or equal to 18.5 and then calculate BMI less than or equal to 24.9. So what we need to print here? So we need to set category as normal weight. So set category as normal weight. Okay, or else if what we need to do, if calculate BMI greater than or equal to 25 as well as calculate BMI less than or equal to 29.9. So for this we need to set the category as overweight. So set category, sorry, category of over WHST, overweight. Else what we need to do? Else means it's obviously overweight, right? Sorry, obviously obesity. Set category of obesity. Done. So till now we have completed, like we have used the we have calculated the BMI and we have used these functions. Now what we need to do, we need to handle the changes when the user clicks on the submit button, right? So for that we'll be writing few functions over here, and also we'll be setting up the target events. Okay, so let us deal with that. So I think this is the if condition, right? Okay, oops, I missed something. No. Okay, so let us be clear. So this is the if condition and almost done with the if. So we have if we have done. Okay, done. So now let us write the const function, const handle unit change. So we will be using a event, which is a React fragment, event colon React dot change event, which is an HTML tag. Okay, so save event HTML. Okay, I am unable to move that side bit. Give me a second. So okay, HTML select element. Okay, so now let us enclose this and open the anchor arrow functions and open the curly braces. Now we need to set the unit, right? So set unit of event dot target dot value is equal to, sorry, it should be as unit. Okay, little confused. Oh my god. Okay, done. It didn't go much, but let's just copy this code. I just do it again. So in case if it asks or not, unit. So it didn't ask. Okay, fine. Let's just write the code. Okay, sorry for the trouble, guys. I don't know. It will be used minus here. So I should have used the code sandbox. Okay, so let's continue writing. So we have the unit handle change. Okay. So it is interrupting. So let me go to my favorite compiler online. So let me select JS or else Python. So let me paste the code here. Or else let me do one thing. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Code sandbox. Don't worry. Oh my god, let me refresh. Option box. Try for free. Don't worry, the till now what we have discussed. So let's get a dev box. Yeah, press right. Okay, done. So let's just close this and let's copy everything that we have written so far. Dismiss. Okay. Source app.tsx. So here I will be placing the code. Okay. What is this? My file? Oh man. Okay, no, I can't log in by the way. So let me go to the same. Okay, sorry for the interruption guys, just be with me. So I'm shifting to Python 3 and writing the code here, so don't get confused. This is the JS code. Okay, for the color and everything I'm using the Python. Okay, so for till now we have used the handle change, right? So now let us handle the weight change. Okay, const handle weight change, so which should be same as the as above. So event, we need to call the event, which should be a react dot change event, and it should be a HTML tag, HTML input element. Okay, input element, and we need to close it and we need to open the arrow function. So here what we'll be doing, we'll be getting the value from the target event. Const value is equal to event dot target dot value. So from that, if parse float of value less than 0, what we need to do, we need to set weight as 0. Okay, set weight of 0. Okay, else what we need to do, set weight of value. So where did you get this logic, Akhil? So see in the picture, they have given as, see, if the default value should be in matrix, the default value of weight should be null, the default value of height should be null, the default value of BMI minus, the default value will be minus, and you go towards the end. So initially 0 0, no problem. Okay, we are default is setting it top of it, right? So no problem. So let us go towards the function, and then we also need to do the same for the height also. Const handle height change is equal to event. Okay, so event same react dot change event, which should be an HTML input element, close it, and open arrow functions as well as click enter. So now we need to same const value is equal to, so we can write the same function in single function and we can call that, but for easy sake I'm splitting out event. Okay, so target dot event dot target dot value. So if parse float of value is less than 0, what we need to do, we need to set it to set height is equal to set height of, we need to pass it 0. Okay, else what you need to do, else set height of value. Okay, so till now we have done everything. Okay, so we have implemented each and every function. For now, God said damn, we need to implement the actual code. That means, so till now we have written the code below the line number 9, and now we need to write the HTML code, which should be a, see, already HTML code is written, but what we need to do, we need to add the on click events. So basically you'll be having, so in case if you see the first div, so towards the left you'll be having a on click on change and on click one. So there you need to call these functions. So I will be basically writing the HTML and CSS code here, but defaultly you'll be having the code there. Okay, no need to write. So for your sake, let me write the return as well as the code, some code. Return, open the curly braces, sorry, it's parenthesis, and then so div data dash test id is equal to BMI calculator, and then we have a label. So let me close the div, or else it will be showing some errors, but it's Python, right? No need to worry about the that thing. Okay, so here we are using the BMI calculator and attributes, right? So we already attributes have been given to write BMI calculator, weight input, height input, unit selector, calculate button, BMI result, BMI category. So these are the thing we need to use the attributes when we use this component. Okay, or else it will be showing some errors. Okay, label, close the label and slash label, close it, and then for label we'll be giving it as weight. Okay, and after the weight we need to get the input, right? So input type is equal to, let us give the number, and then value is equal to, it should be weight, close it. So w should be small, guys. So weight, and then on change, for what we need to on change, we need to call the, this is a weight kind of thing, right? So we already defined the annual weight change, just call that function here. Okay, on change, sorry for the syntax error, on change is equal to, it should be in a forward braces. Okay, and then the id we need to pass like data test id is equal to weight input, weight hyphen input. So close it. So that's the thing about the weight. Now what we need to do, we need to do it for the height also, right? So let us write the label height, so it's capital. So you don't need to write each and everything here because the code is already present for you. Just we need to use this like on change, and the value you need to mention, everything will be there itself. So label, so for that we need to define the input type. Input type is equal to number, value is equal to height, on change is equal to, and then height change. Okay, and then data test id is equal to height hyphen input. Okay, so that's the thing. Let us close this here. Okay, done. So after that what we need to do, we have defined the height and weight. So now we need to select the options like unit as well as the matrix. Sorry, excuse me. So here you can see, so unit you need to, it should be a drop down with the options like matrix and the imperial. Okay, so select, write the code for that. So let's select value is equal to unit, close the tag, and then on change is equal to handle unit change. Okay, so already we have defined the function handle unit change, close it, and data test id is equal to unit selector. Okay, unit fm select. Okay, so let's close this and close the select also. Okay, and in this select option we need to pass two options, right? So first option value is equal to metric. Okay, and it should be a metric, and it should be capital here. Okay, and close the option. So let us copy that again and paste it here, and this should be imperial, and same imperial, I should be capital. So we have defined the so we have defined the options also. Now what we need to do, we need to create buttons, right? Here in the picture you can see. So we have a button called calculate. So let us go to another pic. So we have a button called calculate. When the user clicks on this button calculate, what we need to do in the code, we need to call this function, right? Where is the function? Calculate BMI. So this is the function we need to call, so that it will be calculating each and every result, and it will be throwing the result out to us. Okay, so for that let us write the code here. So we have used the select and go to scroll down. So here you need to define the button, BUTTON, button on click. We need to calculate. We need to get the calculate BMI function. Okay, and data test ID is equal to calculate button. Calculate hyphen BUTTON. Okay, all set. And what we need to do, we need to define the text on the button. Calculate. Okay, and now close the button. Okay, so button we have defined. So what we need to do after getting the button, so we need to print the result called BMI and the category. So where we are showing this BMI and the category in the values called, in already we have defined the stage, use state in the unit as well as the in the BMI as well as the calculator, as we are setting it here. Here you see, so we are setting it here and we are also setting the set category here. So now what we'll be doing when printing the result, we'll be displaying that over here, right? Div data test ID is equal to BMI result. Close this and close the div. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to give the output slash BMI. So this will be printing the BMI value, and then later we need to find the category, right? So div data test ID is equal to BMI category. So that's the IDs they are provided slash div and not writing it. Okay, so for that we need to give the category, and we should be a category, so it should be small. Okay, that's it guys, we are done with the solution. Let me take it over from here, and then at last we need to write called export BMI calculator, so that we don't get that. Default it will be there. Okay, so React we will be using default BMI calculator. So that's it. So this is a simple program guys, and basically it took me around 100 lines guys. So let us take that it is an 100 lines, but actually we need to write lines like around 60 something, not 60, around 50 lines of code will be making you clear the round 1 of Swiggy ASC role. Okay, so let us see it again. So what we have done, we have used React and we have fixed the unit, metric and imperial const weight. So this is from the picture, and then we have created the function called calculate BMI React FC. There we have set the states, and then we have calculated the BMI based on the metrics and the formula they have given, and then based on that only we have set the category based on the BMI calculations. And then when user clicks on certain thing, we need to get the data, right? So for that we have used the functions called handle unit change, handle weight change, and handle height change. And then after that, from the form, like we are getting the input data as well as the height data and the option metrics which the user select, and then when click on the calculate button, this data will be sending to this function BMI calculate function, and then it will be setting all the BMI to set BMI as well as the category. And what we are doing that, so we are displaying the result here. So as simple as that. So let me zoom out and wait. Let me pause the video for a few seconds. Please do have a screenshot of it, or you can make a note while, or you can do with me along with me, so that it will be easy for you to write the test when you have it. Okay, so that's it, and let me scroll a few more. Okay, so this is the enter logic, and then no need to write the return guys. So in the picture you can also see that, so the code is already present. So the code is already present, like return everything, but before on the top of the return we need to write the entire logic from here. So from line number 64 to line number 10. So this is the code actually you need to write, the code which I have highlighted, that's the code you need to write on the top of the return, so that you will be getting all test cases passed. So don't disturb this code, but one thing, so they will be giving you values called on change and everything. So there you need to define the function like handle height change, handle, sorry, here I should be, okay, wait, so sorry guys, here I should be weight, so weight change. Okay, so hope you correct. Okay, so it should be weight change, and it should be height change, and this should be unit change. Okay, so later when user clicks on the button, calculate, and it will be calling the calculate BMI function. It will be setting the BMI as well as the set category. As simple as that question. So this is the entire question that the user have got. That's one of our candidate have got based on the React AWS exam, and this is the code, guys. And in case if you like this video, sorry for this trouble, but I don't know that if we increase the lines, it will be showing error. So don't use this in case we have a lot of code to do. Okay, and next click close this, and that's it in this video, guys, and I'll be catching up you in the next video. And one more thing, I have a lot of cool deals in the description box. Do check it and buy the books in case if you like. So those were the best books I have ever written, not written but read. Okay, so do check out the project links in case if you want, just buy it, or else no need to go there. Okay, but don't forget to subscribe our channel btech for latest job posting, company placement, exam details, and everything. So just ping me on our Instagram handle or Telegram or everything. We'll be helping you to clear all the placement stones. That's it in this video, guys. I'll be catching back to you tomorrow. All the best. Bye bye.